Test, 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 test. I'm testing the sound. Yeah. I don't even know if anybody's going to show up because UD is doing a stream over there and it's all YouTube drama. And I'm not really sure, like, I mean, it's like people would rather see, um, you know, some kind of, some kind of like argument or some kind of crazy stuff rather than something edifying. Hey, Clutch. Hey, Faith. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see both of you. Normal people, man, for once, man. Hey, I'm sorry about what I did in Cool Dude's stream. I got a little bit upset, and I don't curse very often, but um, I had to curse at somebody, and it is what it is, you know. And I'm not perfect, which is why this is an amazing time to bring up, since I make mistakes just like anybody else, right? And it's good that, not that I made mistakes, but it's good that when Adam and Eve in the garden ate from the tree, and the fall of man started, right? That right from the beginning, right? We, as people, couldn't make the standard, right from the probably the first and freshest, best, you know, because like what are we? A copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. I've only seen like DNA lose information as it's transferred, not the other way around, right? And so, we got, there was a plan for redemption for us, right? A plan for redemption for, God knew from that point, right, that, and it was clear to Adam, right, that the wages of sin is death, right? It was clear. And, since the fall of man, it's impossible to be perfect, right? And so, our punishment for any type of sin, right? Any sin at all is death. There's no worse sin. There's no better sin. They all deserve death, right? And, there was a time where, animal sacrifice was used to, clean the sins off of people, right? But in order for the type of sin problem we had, we needed a perfect human sacrifice. And our Creator is so loving and so wonderful, right? That He didn't ask us to do it. He didn't ask us to train up a perfect person and sacrifice somebody, right? He came down and He took the wrath on Himself. He punished Himself because we couldn't make the standard. And a lot of people, they talk about evil, in the sense that, why doesn't God stop evil, or why does evil exist, if there's a God, all this mocking and smart aleck comments you get from atheists, right? And God can get rid of all the evil in the world, just poof, if He would just get rid of us. And so he tolerates us basically, you know, because he loves us, he tolerates that crap, man. From from the 99% of the people that are just gonna mock us and just gonna lie and just gonna flip and just gonna be inverted and just gonna sell their soul for $10, right? He tolerates those people, right? That do all that evil, right? That go around accusing people of things they didn't do, right? All these all these people out there, right? And God tolerates that because he wants to save us. The few people that want to do it his way, you know, that want to drop the rebellious spirit and say, God, I can't do this. None of us can do this. We're not better than anybody. We're not worse than anybody either. But we're willing to take his gift, right? And that's what it is, you know. It's free for anybody that wants it. Anybody can stop what they're doing right now, whether they're watching this, you know, for the first time, and this is the first time they're ever hearing of it, or if this is the 1 millionth time that you've ever heard it. You can stop right now. Accept the gift of grace, right? Accept the fact that you can never make it. You can never make the standard. You can't do it. I'm a wretch. No matter how good I get, I'm not good enough. And if you can accept that, humble yourself enough to take a gift, right? You know, and love God with all your heart, right? Love God with all your heart. You know, try to treat other people good, right? He gives us a gift, you know? And there's so many people, right? They can't see just how simple that is, you know? And on, you know, on that day, right? They're gonna run up to Jesus, Lord, Lord, what about all the great things I did, you know, to make up for my previous sins, or to you know, or to earn my salvation, or to whatever, right? Lord, Lord, look at all the good things I've done, right? And what's he gonna say, right? He's gonna say to those people, and it's gonna sink in. It's gonna sink in as soon as he says it. He's gonna say, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. God doesn't want to hear about all the good stuff that you did to deserve salvation. He loves us enough, right, to pay it all in full. And all that glory belongs to him on that day. And I'm down with that. You know what I mean? I'm down with that. We are the I mean, I I I count my lucky stars. I'm like why, God? Like, God, why? Why am I one of the ones that's seen it? Like, why am I one of the ones that can accept this gift? Why am I one of the ones that get to be saved? Why me? You know, why I'm not special. I'm not better than anybody. I know people far better than me that aren't gonna make it. You know, and you know, I'm gonna be ecstatic uh to wash feet for the rest of eternity. If that's my job in heaven, you know, to wash feet and to serve everybody, you know, I'm grateful to do that. For everlasting contentment, I would do almost anything. I would do anything. I mean, Let's be real, you know? I never thought in my life that I would ever love anything more than my children, you know? Like when my oldest son was born, he taught me everything that I know about love, you know? Like for the first time in my life, I see somebody that's I would die for that person, like without even thinking about it. No question, you know? And I never thought that in a million, not more than a million years, I never thought in infinity that I would ever love anybody more than that. And I don't know how it happened, but I love God far more than that. Now, it's not even close. It's far more, you know? And I don't know how that happened. I don't know where all that love came from. Uh, it's almost like God gives it to you to give back, you know? I don't know where that supply of love came from, but I love that. I love that perfect man and perfect Lord uh, for everything that He did for us, you know? But isn't it crazy how just how upside down the world is right now? I mean, like you know, you read in the Bible, you know, like oh, and in their hearts was evil continuously, and they thought good for bad and bad for good, and bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, and all this, right? And you're like, okay, it's you know, it's good, it's good writing, and I enjoy it, and it's good, you know. But you just never. I mean, I never thought it would really be like that. Like this is what is happening. It's happening. You know, it's happening. And so, yeah. Let me say hi to everybody. Sorry, I got on my little, my little dramatic moment or whatever. I'm nobody. You know. I just, I don't even know why people come here. I just love God. That's all. You know. So I'll say hi to Clutch and Faith and Sasquatch and. Uh, Let me see who else here. Yaz, Will Soaring, of course. Um, Ray of Sunshine. Gandalf the White. How you doing? Uh, Chameleona Rose. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, y'all again. Let me see here. Who else snuck in? Darlene! Oh, I gave you a wrench now. You should have a wrench now. I don't know if you noticed. I was looking through the thing, you know. And I noticed because I can't tell through StreamYard who's got one and who doesn't. So I don't know who has one and who doesn't. But when I look at it later, I'll see, you know. And hey Paula, how you doing? Yay, Sasquatch, of course. Don't ban me. I don't know who that is, but hey Rob, welcome back, man. I haven't seen you in a grip, man, a long time. I feel like it's been a long time. Uh, Yeah, you guys know the rules. I mean, if you see anybody out there that's giving us a hard time, oh yeah, Michelle, yay. Hey Michelle. Oh, what a good day. Hey Middle Earth. Um, Middle Earth. I was in a psychiatric facility for 5 days before I went to um the hospital for my stomach. And then after that, I decided to stay for another 30 days because I wanted to come off of psych meds that were hard to come off of on my own. So my stay went from 30 days and it's to 72 days. So I wouldn't call it an insane asylum, but I mean I'm a veteran, and anytime a veteran comes in there in bad shape, because I let myself go instead of just getting taken care of, when I was having my stomach problem. And they didn't like just how far I let myself go. I was in a lot of pain. So that's the best I'm gonna be able to do for you. But yeah, hey, Uncool Paranoia, and who else? Yeah, Mr. Elsier, I'm glad. This is great. This is great. Uh, yeah, and today I'm sorry, if you guys heard me, I cursed a little bit and yelled because I even had to listen back to it, and when I normally don't ever listen back to my own voice, I usually just that's your guys' business, whatever you want to do, and I could usually tell if it's a good or bad show right after it, like, oh, that was good or bad. But you know, a troll of ours, brought up, a painful memory about my girlfriend died of a drug overdose, and I think somewhere he tried to, like, I didn't know it at the time, I didn't hear it, but because I was painful enough. But he tried to say that I was doing drugs with her, and I wasn't. So that part isn't true. I had quit drinking and any kind of experimenting 2 years before that, and so I'm not perfect. But on that day, um, I was alert enough to, I mean, I'm. It was devastating, not just because of her, which I was with her 3.5 years, and I was ready to marry her, right? And but she had three kids too, and I wasn't their dad, and so I not only lost her, but I lost the kids too, and so it was devastating for me that day, and so I'm sharing that with you. It's a personal thing, but I'm sharing that with you because that's what was exposed over there. That was the big, because it's true, right? It's okay to, like, talk about that, like somehow that's making me look bad or something, and I don't understand that at all. Especially, you tell your friends something painful in your life, and as soon as you disagree with them, they want to bring up the most hurtful thing you've told them. That's like petty. That's like what a child does. But anyway, I'm done talking about that because it's just goofy stuff anyway. Who cares? I mean, it hurt at the time. I was immediately comforted by God afterwards, and I feel fine now. And oh, it's just same old, same old. It's funny because I have like four other trolls right now, like digging into me, wanting to debate me on here, and they want to, you know, talk about the Bible and and their weird doctrine and all that stuff, right? And I'm not having all that. I mean, if someone's a member of the group and they differ in opinion from me, then yeah, we can talk that out here within the group. That's fine. Anybody that comes here every day deserves a platform, right? But I'm not going to debate people that want to trap you with weird questions, and then they try to ask you these vague questions, and then they ask you all this nuanced stuff. It's a game. It's a game of the Pharisees. And so yeah, it's just a regular old troll, I guess, that that you know about. Yeah, no, but hey, you know what? Jesus said that it would be like this, right? And so now that it is like this, it does suck, right? I'm not saying it's good, right, that it's happening, but I'm on the right side of this for once in my life. I'm on the right side of the thing. Like Jesus said that the world would hate us, and and we would be accused all the time, and and it's happening. And this world is upside down, man. People are leaving my channel, right, and calling me evil, telling me I'm walking down a dark road, right, and that I need to get help, and they're going over to that channel. That's unbelievable to me, man. I mean, I believe it now, but I used to think, Michelle, and this is probably the third time I've said it today, but Michelle, I used to think, man, how could somebody sell their soul for millions of dollars in fame, like billions of dollars, like how could they do that? Their whole soul, it's only $1 billion, right? But now I could see somebody selling their soul for $1,000. I could really see somebody selling their soul for, like, I don't know, 100,000 subscribers or something like that, something crazy. Uh, but I never thought that I would see anybody call good bad and bad good. But I've seen that the last couple of days. I've seen that someone called that good and this bad. And not that I'm good by any stretch of the imagination, but between the two, it's a pretty, it's not a difficult. I am I try to be good to everybody, and it seems like the better that I am to people, the worse it gets for me. Which, I mean, hey, look, I'd rather be America's most hated right now than America's most sold out. That's for sure. Well, yeah, I guess you're right, Cypher. But hopefully, who knows? God has worked miracles before, and who knows? Anybody can change, right? And so I pray for that. But it is what it is. Hey, cool dude. Why? Who blocked you? Somebody blocked you? Nobody blocked you, I don't think. Yep, that's right. The Bible tells us, woe to those who call good evil and evil good. You would think that you'd watch out for saying that kind of stuff, especially when it says woe to you, right? So Mark 8:36, for what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and loses his own soul? Isn't that the truth, Isn't that the truth? I mean, it's just, where are we at in this world, man? Like, I mean, you turn on like, if you were to turn on the TV, or just even like, I mean, just even in clips and in little things that I see, right? Like, or little cartoon clips or whatever, right? Everything is about the devil and burning up and fallen angels and goo coming out of their eyes, or fallen angel wings, or like, what is going on? Like, I'm thinking that the people that watch TV, right? It's like a slow assimilation, right? From, like, you know, Leave It to Beaver, where June Cleaver is talking about, oh, Wally, just be normal. Oh, if you're not normal, that's not good. If you're not normal, and then you get into, like, I don't know, Growing Pains, and Mike Seaver's got an earring. Ooh, it's a little wild, or whatever. And then um you get to where, you know people, once in a while you'll see an alternative lifestyle guy in the show, right? Well, that's the best way to say it, right? And then the next thing you know, it's there's some transgenders, in shows and cartoons, right? And and then before you know it, right, it's all pitchforks and devils and transgender women, right, with real small hips, right? And I can't even look at a swimsuit model anymore. Anybody with really thin hips and all that, I just can't. It makes me. I want to throw up sometimes. I mean, it would almost be better for them if they would just say what it is. Then I would be like, well, hey, passable or not, or whatever. I don't know what I would say. I haven't been faced with that, but I would have a whole lot more respect for somebody that's out front with it. But Cool Dude says, I will never let what's his name on my panel again. You are my friend, Steve, And what he did to you and Joel pissed me off. Well, I mean, look, whether you let him on or not is not going to change how I feel about you. I mean, eventually someone's going to have to talk to him, you know? So, I appreciate that, though. That means something to me. It does. Focus on his beautiful face. That's right, Rose. That's right. That's all I could think about is meeting God, right? Like, like I'm excited to meet him because I know it's coming. Like I could feel that it's soon. I could feel it because it feels like it's real. Like it could be real. Like he's gonna come on the cloud and that's a real thing that's happening. That's how I know it's close because it feels real, right? And I'm excited, right? But I'm also nervous too, because I know that I'm not everything that he dreamed me to be. Like I I I could never reach that standard, but when I'm glorified, I will. I will do that. And that makes me so happy. I look forward to that. Rob says having control over your own thoughts today is rare. Yeah. Hey, just running into someone that could say they're sorry, or someone that could say that they were wrong, or someone that has just like the physical ability, right? The mental ability to forgive and let go. I feel like there's some people that don't even have that as an option in their head. They can't forgive and let go. That's not even a thing that they can do. They're handicapped. They're crippled. They can't do it. They cannot forgive. Thus not being in control of their own mind. I grew up with 4 Indians in the hood. I was the only white boy allowed. I had to earn mine. That's right. I've slowly been waking up since 18. Ain't going to make it. They ain't gonna make it. Yeah. I grew up in San Francisco. It was and we got evicted a lot too, so I didn't have like well, I had friends, a lot of friends, but not long-term friends, like that I've had for a long time. It's been a slow boil. They've integrated they've integrated all of these sick agendas right beneath our noses. Yeah. No TV ever. That's right. Preach. There's nothing too big for God. That's right. That's right. You know, even what's his name crawled on his knees. Oh yeah, he will. He will. And every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess. You know. But it's I will never give him a minute of my day. That's right. Yeah, even if he begged. He bonds up our wounds and heals our broken hearts. In fact, I had to be broken to even come to him. It's a shame. I should have known right away, but I didn't. Banned for life. uh, I is that really your email? No, no. Yeah, I gotta figure out who's who nowadays. Who knows? The 17 people here watching me read that. I don't know, man. Who knows, man? Well, this is a good group. I mean, look, I don't put it past anybody to leave or to flip. You never know who it's gonna be. I mean, even Jesus had a disciple that flipped on him, right? So I never put it past anybody, but I'll tell you what, I give everybody equal chance and equal value, no matter how strong or weak I think they are, because you never know, right? The weak link could be the one that would save your butt. You just never know what's in a person until they're tested. And that's being in the army, like that's one thing that you learn is when it's all on the line, you know, whoever is there, right? I was never in a combat situation, right? But even in training, there will always be somebody that will rise to whatever the challenge is, and you never know who that's going to be, you know. And sometimes it is the smallest person, right? Um, Holy Spirit is always with us. Yeah, that's right. The Holy Spirit is our down payment, right? That's how we know that that we're going to heaven, right? Is that Holy Spirit, you know? And sometimes, like every time I make a decision, right, that I'm like, wow, like Jesus acts like that. I don't know where that came from. That's not me, you know? Or why do I crave so much to help so much, even when I don't have anything, right? Like those moments, you know, you know, where you can find money for someone else, but you can't find it for yourself. I've been in those situations a lot of times, you know. Doesn't make any sense, huh? Like if someone asked for $100, I could probably go get it, you know. But if I needed it for myself, it's hard, right? You know, it's like I've had people there for me. You know, I've had a lot of good people there for me that I wouldn't be right where I am right now without certain people. I think they know who they are. He released two pictures, Sasquatch, one that belongs to somebody else and yours, claiming that they are him. Oh, really? You really? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks, man, when you like that's the worst part of it, Sasquatch. I don't think people will really get it until it happens to them because you know, I was like, you know, to the people it was happening to, I'm like, oh yeah, just ignore it, man, just let it go, you know, blah blah blah, right? Then it was happening to me. I'm like, oh hell no, man, like that sucks, man. I mean, eventually I stopped caring, right? Like, you know, just watching it would just make me mad. So it's like, well, I won't even watch. I mean, it's probably like 80% of the people that are watching over there know what it's all about over there. So people just like a car crash, man. They want to just, you know, they want to see, you know, drama, you know, and wait till the borders open up. I know, huh? Yeah, yeah. Just like go rent a car, right? Go get a Enterprise or whatever. Do it in style, like get you like a Ferrari or something like that, you know, and just you know spend your life savings on a rental car, you know, and like you know a nice hotel at the Four Seasons, you know, right before, you know what I mean, and just like really do it up one good weekend, you know, before you know I don't of course that's you know I'm not saying anything that's we should all have forgiveness in our hearts 70 times 7 no matter what you know no matter what and it's hard to forgive people but you know what I want everybody to make it man I do I want everybody to come to repentance and to go to God but I know that that won't happen because if you're in a position where you think that you're good enough right you're not you know that's the whole thing, you know. And so if there are people that think that they're the good guys, you know, that they're the ones that they don't need to submit to that, you know, can't make up for anything. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, it is. It is what it is, man. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. you know, sometimes you think you're getting involved with something good, you know, like you're going to help somebody, you're going to help people, you know, from getting, you know, you're going to go help somebody from suffering, or, you know, people getting abused and all that. And that's, I wanted to help in that way, in a very tangible way, you know, and, I overlooked a lot of things, right? Thinking that it would, you know, that, he would come around, you know, and, I don't think he believes that. I don't think that he believes that, that I, you know, had to overlook a lot of things, a lot of just, you know, you always hope that someone, like, you're like, oh, okay, that person's good. They're got a good, they're thinking good. They're thinking the right thing. Maybe they'll get there, you know. But it's that pride. It's always that pride, you know, wanting to accept all the credit, all the glory. I'm the one that's the honest, most honest. I'm the one that blah blah blah, whatever. But that's how Frank is, man. Anyway, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I don't want to carry on about that because it's really not about that, you know. And you know, God bless him. I wish him well. Hope he wins the lottery. But anyway, uh, so I mean, it's just great that after I mean, after Adam fell in the garden, right? There was already there was already a plan to redeem us, you know. And it's really the ultimate love story, you know. I mean, God comes down and takes his own wrath upon himself, right? He gives up everything that he can to reconcile us back to him, you know. And it's weird that there's really not going to be that many, and it's all really just the people that choose to go, you know. They just have to choose to go his way, you know. They gotta, you know, they gotta say, okay, well, I want to go faith in God, you know. That's how I want to go to heaven, is, you know, on your strength, God, on your abilities, right? Your sacrifice. And there's a lot of people that want to do it a different way. I don't understand that, you know. I don't understand that. It seems simple. Seems simple. Yeah, I thank you, Cypher. I appreciate you saying that. Like, I don't think it really gets me down. Like when like it does. So I'll give you that. But like, it's more like when I feel bad, I feel bad for other people. You know, like when someone is coming at me, I really feel bad for them. Like I it hurts me to see what they're doing. You know, because I know where I'm going, right? And I know that we move on from here, and I'm sure of it. I'm like so sure of it that like the leap of faith I'm taking is so small because I know it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like the closer you get to knowing, right? The better it feels. You know, that's all I can explain it to you. Hey, Anti Venom, how you doing? I know you just got. I know you just got your. There's got to be a way that I could like email me, and then I will like, I don't know. I'll email you right before or something. I don't know. I know in the morning you sleep in, and that's too early for you to wake up at 7. But 7 and 7, I like that. I mean, it sounds good. It's spread out though. Like sometimes I want to get it over. Like I feel like earlier I want to get it over with, you know. But I think that's fair for everybody. 7 and 7, because number one, I like the number 7, and then I also like the fact that that people on both coasts, you know, both not both coasts, but you know, people in Australia and all that, they can, to them this is like noon right now. It's noon. And so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so yes. Oh, you got my, yeah, cause like, here's the thing, if you get people's email address, right? I got it from John LeBon, and that's funny that John LeBong is here. But I guess that's not him. Someone said it's not him earlier, but I got it from John LeBon that he started a mailing list, and that if I have your email address, I could just put it in a folder, right? And so when my channel goes down, right, or if YouTube goes down, I can do videos and then send them out email, right? And then everyone can get them, you know. Like if I have like 1,000, like it's easy to do an email list, you know, like way easier than you would think. And then you just send out one email and it goes to everybody, you know. Or you can hire a service to do it. I don't know. It's probably cheap, you know. It's probably less of a hassle and you don't make any mistakes. Yeah, there's a lot of people with a lot of serious problems. I mean, you know, I'm one of them. But the closer you get to God, and you know, the better you'll feel. You know, that's the way I look at it. I think being humble, it matters, and I think having a sincere heart and always be searching to learn the truth. You know, to like learn how to do it better, or try, you know, you know, to try harder, or as long as you're always trying to improve, right? You can be happy with who you are because you know you're gonna be better tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know how, if that makes sense to you, but that's how it feels in my life. You know, and be humble enough to know that you don't know everything. Even when you know, it's, you know, how do you know, right? And so I just lean on God's understanding of everything, right? Like I know what I think it is, and I'll tell people what I think, the truth that I would die for, right? But like I could be wrong, right? Sincerity of heart, I think, matters, you know. It says one day we will be out of these bodies. Oh, hopefully tomorrow, and face to face with our wonderful, beautiful Lord Jesus Christ. That's right. I mean, you should hear my prayers. I'm like, oh God, I just want to love you the right way and call you the right name and know the right doctrine, and you know, I want to know everything perfect, and I just want to keep trying harder, but I know that I'm never gonna get anything perfect. Not one thing in my life could I ever perfect, you know. And there's only one Jesus, and you know, it feels good to know that He knows that I want to do the best thing I can, even if I'm not doing it, you know. And it's not an excuse to give up and not try. I mean, you try hard, you know. But I don't know. I mean, see, here's the thing, right? Like, I don't like all the work I put into it is like, it's not like that here, oh, I'm doing all this work and I want credit, or I mean, it's just, it's, I crave to want to do it anyway. Like it's just like, if I like playing chess or something like that, it's just what I like to do. So it's just me goofing off. So there's really nothing to get credit for. It's just I would be doing that anyway, you know. It's like if I had like a, you know, like a online poker addiction or something. Like that's how I feel about the audio Bible and reading along with the audio Bible, is like it's kind of like that. Like I have to do it. Whenever I'm not doing anything, I want to do that. I know. I got a ton of dislikes, but hey, in this upside down world, I'll take those 17 dislikes to be on this side of it. You know what I mean? I'd rather be on this side of the hate. Yeah, that kind of stuff doesn't make me upset at all. I'm not monetized. I don't get recommended. Like, to find this channel, you got to be pretty special. You know, you got to be far more special than I was. I just followed the flat earthers everywhere and just, you know, started this channel with my buddy Tom. You know, and just started being nice to everybody. in every chat room I went to, I just asked people to subscribe to me. And then every time I was reading comments at truth channels that I liked, like if they're thinking the way I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, that's exactly how I think. Come watch my streams, And then sometimes they do. I mean, a lot of you guys in there are handpicked, or people that I met in other chat groups, Your email, you just deleted your email? Oh, that sucks. But well, if you ever remember, right? I have another one, but this is probably the best one to get me at is goodservant22@gmail.com. And I will definitely get back to you. And most likely, I mean, it doesn't take long to get to the point where I'll trust people with my number, because it's easy for me to block someone if they end up being crazy. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and round out. I thought 2 shows a day was gonna be hard, but I actually like it better because I get to see you guys at night. See some of the guys I don't see in the morning. Man, I feel happy. You guys make me feel happy. But anyway, I love you guys. God bless you. And praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. And pray for everybody, even our enemies, And but sometimes we'll be in a situation where we got to pray the Psalm. Actually, read Psalms 35 if you want. But anyway, praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 7, or I'll see you around at the other channels. Good night.